Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to a video, I guess. It's been a while again. Pretty much feels like I've opened up every single video with saying it's been a while, because yeah, it has been a while, and I am sorry. Life has just got in the way a bit. A lot of work. I'm ill as well. Fun fact of the day, I got corona tested today, so there's that. That would be kind of funny if I had COVID. So, yeah, life's a bit hectic, you know, it's just a little bit hectic, and that's why I haven't really been uploading, and I am sorry, I really am sorry, and I do want to make some more content for you guys, and I am trying my absolute hardest, I promise. Anyway, in today's video, what I wanted to do is something a little bit different, and maybe a style of video which I would quite like to adopt for future content, and I don't really know how to describe it other than a mixture of my beautiful ugly face and also gameplay, kind of like a bit of a live commentary but spliced together with footage and shit. I don't really know how to describe it, but hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. Today I want to make a No Man's Sky video, obviously, because I know a lot of you subbed enjoy my No Man's Sky content, and there has been a fair amount of news recently with No Man's Sky, specifically Hello Games stating that they are working on a game which is about the same size and ambition as No Man's Sky. This news came out a few days ago, or maybe like a couple days ago now, to be honest. I'm really not sure, but it wasn't a while ago. Like, it's still kind of fresh news, and today I thought I'd give my 2 cents on it and not necessarily speculate, but more break down what this means, what I think about it, and all of that good stuff. Alright, yeah, so pretty much the bulk of this video, as I said, is me talking about this announcement that Hello Games have a project which they're working on. Now, this isn't necessarily groundbreaking news. I think we've known for a while now that Hello Games were branching out to stuff that is beyond No Man's Sky. Hello Games, previous to No Man's Sky, obviously created Joe Danger, which is a really strange niche indie mobile game which is so different to what No Man's Sky is and what it, you know, eventually became. It's crazy to think it was even the same studio. I think like 3 people made Joe Danger, and then however many people made No Man's Sky. Probably not even that much more, to be honest. But yeah, Hello Games really only have Joe Danger and No Man's Sky under their belts, and also recently they released The Last Campfire. I haven't bought it, I haven't had enough time to play it or even look into it all that much. However, I am excited to see that it has come out, and it came out of nowhere as well. Typical Hello Games, to be honest, because for the longest time we were like, where the fuck is this game? And then all of a sudden, bang, like it's out. Yeah, Hello Games, like, it just doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But yeah, Hello Games have pretty much come out and said that they are working on a game which has the same kind of scope and ambition as No Man's Sky. So a game which is bigger potentially than No Man's Sky, or at least and most definitely a game which is bigger than Joe Danger and The Last Campfire. The Last Campfire was an indie short made by, I think, 3 people for Hello Games, and this proposed project is probably going to be on the same scale as No Man's Sky. So there's a few things which I want to talk about. First of all, I find it really fucking funny how Hello Games have dealt with this announcement. If you follow them on Twitter, you'll see that Hello Games and Sean Murray are separately retweeting articles about this comment which they made regarding the game which they're supposedly making. A load of memes as well surrounding it, like the San Andreas, ah shit, here we go again, which I found fucking hilarious, and I really like to see that Hello Games and Sean are kind of taking a light-hearted approach to it, you know, like they've dealt with a load of backlash from releasing No Man's Sky in the wrong way, and now they're supposedly working on a big game again. People are kind of making jokes like, oh, it's deja vu, No Man's Sky 2, shit like that. But it's funny to see that they're taking it on the chin, and they're actually kind of how do I say it? They're embracing it rather than pushing it away and pretending like it didn't happen, and that's the way to be. So that's something which I'm really happy to see. Now, in relation to what I think the game is about, to be honest, you know, my guess is as good as yours. It's as good as anyone else that makes videos about No Man's Sky. No one knows. It's obviously just a load of bullshit. It's a load of blind guessing, but at the same time, that's still quite fun. And For me personally, I don't think it's No Man's Sky 2. I don't think that's going to be a thing. Personally, No Man's Sky 2, I can't see it happening. I think the furthest thing which I could see Hello Games doing with No Man's Sky is a next-gen port. I think that's probably quite likely, especially if they consider No Man's Sky to have a long life cycle. You know, they're going to have to port it to next gen eventually, because this generation of consoles is coming to an end in really a few months when the PS5 comes out, which I think is in November. I still don't know when the Xbox Fridge is coming out. So yeah, I think a remastered edition as such for No Man's Sky for next gen consoles makes sense, because they can, you know, continue updating the game but on the newest version of consoles. But do I think that this game they're working on is some kind of sequel to No Man's Sky? No, not at all. I think it's incredibly unlikely, and I also think it'd be really stupid of them to do. Hello Games, I feel, have No Man's Sky nailed down. They have that idea of what they wanted very much nailed down. And especially with a game like No Man's Sky, you know, it's a game that's set in space, it's procedurally generated. You can't make a sequel. You have the game which you've created, and they've shown that they're willing to keep adding to it. So making a sequel or a game that's even remotely similar to No Man's Sky, at least in my eyes, would be a complete waste of time and resources. So I don't think that's going to happen. What I think is way more likely is that Hello Games are going to take their formula for No Man's Sky and put it into a different setting. So No Man's Sky obviously utilises procedural generation, or at least it's advertised to. Still waiting on the variation update. Still fucking waiting. So maybe what they're going to do is take the procedural aspect of No Man's Sky, or maybe even the kind of sci-fi comic book, maybe even retro futurism, something like that. But I think mostly procedural generation, and put that in a different setting. Think about if they did like a dungeon crawler, you know? I've been playing a lot of a game called Deep Rock Galactic. I made a video on it. It's a procedurally generated like cave exploration thing. I don't know how to describe it, but Hello Games could do something which is similar to that. You know, they have a procedural formula which works. It's not fantastic, but it works, and they could put that into a much more cozy and intimate setting. Like, for example, Derelict Freighters in the Desolation update. They are a prime example of how Hello Games can almost make another game inside a game, because Derelict Freighters feel like a mini game to No Man's Sky. Maybe a whole game that's similar to that would be amazing. A spin-off, maybe? I don't fucking know, but that would be cool. But yeah, I think it's very early days, and I almost feel guilty making this video, because as much as I can give my opinion, I don't really like to speculate when we have so little information. The only information we have is that they're working on something that is supposedly the same kind of size and scope and ambition as No Man's Sky, but that's so fucking vague. That could be anything. That could be a mobile version of No Man's Sky. It could be Joe Danger 3. Like, we don't fucking know. So it's not exactly my place to speculate, and I also feel like when it comes down to expectation, obviously keep it in check, you know? Us as a community have done this for pretty much all No Man's Sky updates. You know, for the most part, we've had to keep expectations relatively realistic, and the same goes for a new Hello Games game. It's exciting, like really exciting, and I for one am really fucking happy to know that they're trying to bring out something that isn't No Man's Sky. But then it also raises a lot of questions in terms of what happens to No Man's Sky. Are they going to split the team in half? Are they going to cut support for the game? There's a lot to think about, and a lot which is probably up in the air, but I think for the meantime, we just have to take solace in the fact that something's coming, and it is supposedly going to be around the same size as No Man's Sky, so that's pretty fucking exciting. But yeah, guys, that is my thoughts on the unannounced Hello Games project. I do hope you enjoyed. I am going to be uploading more. I know I've said this for God knows how long. Please excuse the hoarse voice. I've been coughing a lot. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I do love you all so much. Please do take care. See you soon.